What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the 15 amazing home aquariums and fish tanks. You might notice Armand is not here with us today. He's feeling a bit under the weather. It is what it is. We move, he will be back soon. Don't worry, let's get into it. The intro is neat.
Aquariums are owned by the rich and famous, and some of them look absolutely incredible. From massive 20,000-gallon fish tanks to unusual
I'd
aquarium
love to have
designs.
something like that, bro,
Here
when
are the
I'm
top
older.
15 most
Same.
incredible private aquariums.
Oh, that's sick.
Number 15, David Hasselhoff.
Oh, no way,
David
Baywatch man.
Hasselhoff may not be as famous
That's the
as he
Playboy
was in
dude,
the
isn't he?
1980s and
No.
90s,
Oh no, that's the
but he's
actor.
made one aquatic addition to his home that will surely last forever. The actor had a 375-gallon fish tank installed in his massive home.
See,
And while this
so this is cool, right? But the only reason I wouldn't want this is because it reminds me of those fish tanks that you have in the aquariums that like everyone goes in and you know when it's got like the space in the middle for you to go in to look like you're in it.
Mm,
Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, so that and now it just looks like you have a tourist attraction in your house.
Mm. Yeah,
That's my problem with it.
it also just looks ugly.
Yeah, especially where you put it just in the it's like I think that's his. I don't know if or maybe that's just a similar one. But he literally just put it in the middle of this tiny room.
I mean, the room could be massive. You know, it's just this
Okay, put
corner.
it in the corner of this room.
Mm.
Like, bruh.
you'll find in a celebrity home, it's certainly one of the most unique. You see, Hasselhoff made sure to fill it with homages to a long and wild career by adding a lifeguard tower like the one from his hit show Baywatch, and a small
Oh,
model
wow.
kit, his car companion from the show
Okay,
Knight Rider.
I guess that
The
makes
most
it a little
incredible
bit
piece
cooler.
sitting in his tank is an
Yeah,
actual
the
piece
inside's
of the
pretty cool.
Berlin Wall to show off how absurdly popular Hasselhoff was in Germany back in the day, which
That's
all
not a good
culminated
thing.
with his performance where he hovered above the crowd in a crane as the Berlin Wall was being torn down on New Year's Eve in 1989.
Oh
He
yeah, that
even
was
made
a
it to the
thing.
9th season
And
on
Donald
tags,
Trump wants
where
to
he made
build a
sure to
wall.
get a home
Imagine.
aquarium big
Well, he's no
enough for
longer
his
a president,
bamboo
so.
shark. Remember to never
So,
hassle the
build a wall.
Hoff.
I could build a
Number
wall.
14,
You don't need to be president
Chad
to build a wall.
Ochocinco. Some people are just
That's
so
cool.
rich
That's
that you need
actually
to
so
up the
nice.
ante when it comes to
Mm.
excitement. You can't afford all sorts of toys and experiences, and you need to keep
But
things
imagine
fresh.
breaks while
And
you're
former
sleeping.
American
That
football
would
wide
suck.
receiver
You know that new trend where it's like the water splashes on you, like
Oh,
refreshing. You know?
yeah.
It's like you wake up, you're like refreshing.
Bruh.
Just a fish in your mouth and everything, bro.
Imagine.
Some pieces of glass in your face.
is no exception to the rule. So when Mr. Ochocinco was building his Florida mansion, he decided to keep some exotic pets in an even more exotic environment. His home aquarium is the headboard for his bed. This means that when he goes to bed, he's sleeping with the nightlight on every night. Except this nightlight is coming from his fish tank, and maybe the hum of the filtration systems helps lull him to sleep every night too. The tank
Bruh.
was built by
That would be
Aquila Fish
calming.
Manufacturing, who are the fish
Bruh.
tank
Just the
makers
lights
to the
on
stars.
constantly
So
would
it's no
bother me.
surprise that the All-Star, who's worth almost $50 million, went to the best in the business. You have to admit that a giant fish tank as your bed's headboard is a pretty ridiculous idea, but sometimes the craziest ideas are
That's
also
just
the
very
cool.
shit Photoshop.
And also the plugs at the top don't look nice.
Yeah. But also this Photoshop, what that they did is
Yeah, the
fucking dog shit.
Photoshop is trash, but yes.
List. Number 13, Stephen Ireland.
Who's this?
Irish footballer Stephen Ireland
the
was
owner of
making an
Ireland.
absurd amount of money while playing for Manchester City. By the time he was just 23 years
Oh,
old,
he's a
he was
soccer player.
rolling in the dough, buying all sorts of fancy things like a
Oh my
Bentley
god,
for
he
his
was in
girlfriend
number
and
7.
about 300 grand. But when you're making over 100 grand a week, that's chump change.
Bruh.
So when the European football star was building his house, he
Now
made
that's
sure to
weird.
save a
Press
little bit.
pause. He was playing in Man City in like 2008 or something. That's like what's it, 3 or 4 years before they were even good. That's when they were still dog shit, and he was making bank,
Mm.
bruh. I think that's probably when they first got bought by the fucking Saudis. I don't know if that's a racial thing to say, but they were Saudi
The
Arabians.
Oilers.
So yeah, the oil money. Maybe I
Fun
think
from
that's
the
when they
south
got
when he
bought for him.
installed a 1,500-gallon aquarium
That's
in
cool.
his $6
That's
million
nice. That
mansion.
looks nice.
Mm.
The tank is made of plastic instead of glass, so it can withstand a rogue cue ball from the pool table in the room. And it's even equipped with Wi-Fi and a computer system, so
The
Ireland can
tank is
control
for
the tank's lighting from
oh my
anywhere in the house.
Bruh.
It's pretty
makes sense. Makes
insane.
I thought he was
but
going to
heck,
control the
as long as he's
fish.
having fun. Ireland's home aquarium is home to around 500 species of fish, like yellow tangs, pineapple fish, and wrasses. and he's even shipped half a ton of coral all the way from Fiji to throw in there for good measure. Apparently, Ireland's been obsessed with fish since he was a kid, so it's nice that he finally gets to live out his childhood fantasy, and his 1,500-gallon tank is also the biggest domestic fish tank in all of Britain.
Bruh.
Number 12.
Like, it's
the
big, but
Mirage.
it's not that big to be the biggest in Britain. Imagine.
There's definitely some. Maybe that's the biggest public. It's probably
No, he
some.
said the biggest domestic one, which means the biggest home one.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, there's obviously that one rich guy, richer than him, who probably has one even like larger that they just don't
It's
know
weird
about.
though. Anyways,
Las Vegas is one of the most popular destinations in the entire world, and there are plenty of attractions there to help revelers forget all of the money they've just lost. But there's one more unorthodox site sitting in one of the famous hotels that will definitely take your breath away. Just behind the check-in desk at the Mirage Hotel is a massive 20,000-gallon saltwater tank. Imagine
Whoa.
coming to work every day and being greeted by that. This
Whoa.
absurdly large aquarium is home to 450 fish across 85
But
different
dude, you want it,
species
bro.
from around the world. So you're looking at fish like angelfish, pufferfish, and tangs, just to name a few. And that's not to mention all of the exotic coral. All of the fish were specifically selected not just for their adaptability to new environments, but their compatibility with the other species as well. So all 85 species of fish were hand-selected before getting shipped over to the Mirage. This aquarium was part of a 2-month renovation, but it's now one of the most elaborate and technically advanced tanks in the world, and has only added to the allure of the Mirage.
Imagine.
Steven Spielberg. So, as we've seen with the previous
Who's that
entry on
again?
our list,
He wrote horror stories and stuff,
yeah.
and the movies and stuff. Yeah.
having a home aquarium to stare at can be pretty relaxing and help to take your mind off things when you just can't keep your brain quiet. And Steven Spielberg must know a thing or two about that, which is why he had a 14,000-gallon aquarium installed in his bathroom, of all places.
Bruh.
The man is no stranger to the
I
ocean's
need that.
depths, having created the first summer blockbuster with Jaws, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that he's got a massive aquarium to keep him company. And now he can sit and ponder the meaning of life while getting some much-needed alone time. The 14,000-gallon aquarium has a curved shape, making sure it's not an eyesore in the bathroom. But the world-class filmmaker also has a similar large aquarium in his home office, perhaps where he's getting the inspiration for his next Sea Monster movie. In interviews, the man stated that all of his friends and family thought he was absolutely nuts for installing these giant tanks.
Did he make
He
Ready
claims
Player
looking
One
at
as
the
well?
fish is an
I think he
incredibly
was probably one of the lead writers. I'm not sure. I don't really care.
Bruh.
relaxing
I didn't
and
know he was
meditative
foreign.
experience. Number 9. Elifructor. He may not be a household name like some of the other
That's
entries
cool.
we've seen so far, but Elifructor is one of the most amazing private aquariums that money can buy. Fructor is the former CEO of Easy Chipper, a technology company, but when it was acquired for $800 million, he decided to retire. But what was he supposed to do with all of this money now? Well, Fructor went ahead and bought a 10,000-gallon home aquarium.
That
and
would
dropped
be
it right
amazing
in the
to
middle
have.
of
That
his
is so
living room.
cool.
Bruh.
This giant tank is filled with
No, I would
150
get that.
fish
Oh
from
my
30
God.
different species, who all manage to swim about in harmony with one another. And the tank's filtration system provides Fructor's guild friends with an alternating current.
Hey, he
so
found
fish
Nemo.
can think that they're still in the ocean. There's also plenty of coral in the tank, and tangs and unicorn fish make their homes in it. And once a week, Fructor drives his own golf cart down to the crystal clear Mediterranean Sea to get about 260 gallons of salt water to replenish his tank.
Bruh.
But every now and then there's one massive fish that can be seen swimming around the tank. Fructor himself. Fructor's
See,
tank
the
is so
reason I
big,
like
every
this
now
so
and
much
then
is
he'll
because he
get
even
in
has
and
like the oxygen right there. You
Mm.
know, like it's not that he just goes in and swims. Like he can just chill in there for however long the oxygen tank allows him to, which I find really cool.
Facts.
join his
Right.
fishing friends for a dip. Number 8.
Why is he
Kanye
putting tomato
West.
sauce on?
Of course, Kanye
Kanye.
West is going to make the list of incredibly private aquariums. The man
I'd
has more
find that
money than he
cool
knows
if I
what to do
bought,
with,
but
and
I
he's
only
one of the
shop.
biggest show-offs of all
I
time.
was
And so, after his first album became a massive hit, West went ahead and bought his first house in 2003 for just under $2 million, and he made sure to include a giant antique fish tank.
That's cool.
It's said that the successful rapper has always had an
like I
affinity
said, I
for
would find
exotic
it really
fish,
cool
so it
if
should
I
make
was
sense
taking
that a newly
baths, but
rich
I don't bath.
26-year-old would go ahead and make all
shower.
of
Well, I
his
guess
childhood
if you
dreams come
were rich, you would take baths to relax, I guess.
No, I don't really find baths relaxing because the thing is, I'm very impatient. Like you even know. Jokes aside, I don't sleep. Okay?
Bruh.
true.
And I don't like
This
sleep. It takes time.
18th century style aquarium was plopped right in his bathroom across from his bathtub, so Wes can feel like he's swimming with them every time he takes a bubble bath. The aquarium
Bro,
isn't filled
man
with
has
regular old
problems.
goldfish, but 30 koi
That's
fish,
why he's
He's a
the goat.
child.
cherub sculpture,
He's a
and a gold
child.
fountain all sitting nicely on top of a thick marble base. Way to go, Kanye. Number
Like,
7.
but that bath
Tracy
itself
Morgan.
looks uncomfortable. That bath just looks uncomfortable.
Imagine.
Like, did you see how square
Yeah,
it
it
was?
does look uncomfortable.
Tracy Morgan is undoubtedly one of the funniest people on the planet, and so it makes sense
Oh,
that he's
this
got
guy's
one of
the
the
goat.
funniest private aquariums around. Morgan lives the high life in his New Jersey mansion, with plenty of extravagant fish tanks to choose
Bro lives in
from.
New Jersey,
The
imagine.
first is the tank literally built into his
Bruh.
pool table that is
That's
home to
sick.
2 incredible
That
alligator
is sick.
gar. Then when you go to
Bro,
the
and
back
the
of
fish,
property, you'll see the
it's like
20
so one of a kind as well, bro. Like, it's not just normal fish.
Yeah, that's what's it, river
That-
fish?
yeah, and bro, it's actually,
Freshwater fish.
bro. Yeah, the I actually, like, I really like it. The only thing is, because you see, like, obviously it's river water, you know,
It's like murky.
fresh water, right? If they had like sea fish, saltwater fish, it would match the theme better because you can see like it's white with a blue. So I think that would look nicer. But the fact, like the way this looks, plus the way that it's very unique fish, it's really cool.
The room is darker. It would have matched the color. But
Mm.
look at the reflection on the floor. That looks sick.
Yeah. Imagine rock up, he's
1,000-gallon
got
tank is
alligator in
home
his
to a coral
thing.
Wait, he's
reef
another
and
one,
a
bro?
whopping
That as well.
8 sharks, who all manage to live in harmony without tearing each other apart. But the crown jewel of his home aquarium collection has got to be the Jaws
Bro,
themed tank
he's got
inside.
like 3, imagine.
Maybe on the smaller side, holding just 2,700 gallons of water, but it's still big enough to house 6 of his sharks.
12,000
But it's
liters.
the look of the
fuck's sake.
tank that makes it
No.
so amazing. With a
Oh yeah, it did 12,000. Yes,
It
sorry.
literally just
I
said
saw
there
12,
12,000.
yes,
Are
I
you
saw the
dumb?
12
Like,
comma. So I thought it was 12.175,
bro.
you know, but
giant floor to
it's just
ceiling
how they
shark
typed
painting
it.
that looks like it's not just about to eat the entire tank and fish inside, but a huge boat as well. This tank is so well
Bro, this show here that these two are on, that tank show, I used to watch it all the time.
I was gonna say it earlier, there used to be the show I used to watch. Yeah, but for this specific photo that you see, it looks like one of those really like the stock photos.
Yeah, for magazines and shit.
Yeah, it looks like a stock photo. Yeah, but I used to watch that show a lot as well. It was great.
known and so hilarious that it's made a few appearances on the television show Tanked over the years.
Yeah,
Having a
tank.
private
That's
aquarium is
for
cool,
sure.
but having a great sense of humor to go with it, it's even better.
Imagine having
Number
a
6,
shark in your
Shark
house.
House
This
Mansion.
is sick. I want this.
In the
Another
Hollywood
shit.
Hills
That's
of
so
Los Angeles
nice.
sits a $23 million mega home known to locals as the Shark House Mansion. Sure, the house has plenty of awesome art, rooms, and amenities, but there's
How much is it? One
Oh.
room?
Mehmet Ali Gökçeoglu.
Mm.
Chances
Okay.
are you've never heard
So he
the
can
name
pronounce that,
Mehmet
but he
Ali
can't pronounce
Gökçeoglu,
Thierry
but
Henry.
He's an incredibly
Bruh.
successful and wealthy businessman and engineer from Turkey who has an eye for style as well. As you can probably imagine, Mehmet
Oh,
lives
that's
in an
ugly.
absurdly
Jesus.
large and lavish home in Çeşme, Turkey.
No, the home is ugly,
Woke up one morning
but
with a
damn,
great
like the
idea,
fish tank
taking his
outside is
home
ugly as
to
well,
the
but
next
the
level.
way it's
Using
still
his
cool.
expertise in structural
It's like the whole
engineering,
wall.
Mehmet took the
That's the
cool
160
part.
No, it
foot
actually, no, it's
fence that
ugly.
lined
It's
much of the
thin.
property
Look how thin
and
it actually
replaced
is.
it with, you guessed
He's
it,
I
put-
thought it was like the whole
164
floor.
foot aquarium. Mehmet replaced his fence
Kanye's
back in
fish tank was
2005
better.
and filled it with 1,000 different exotic
Yeah.
fish,
Hey, big
including
up
some
Kanye,
sea
send
bream,
us Yeezys.
eels, and even octopus. He quickly became the talk of the town, and as
Kanye,
word
we
spread,
found God,
Mehmet's
don't worry.
aquatic wonderland became a very popular tourist attraction. But how do you keep something like that safe? With so many fish exposed out in the open, couldn't anyone just walk
Bulletproof
right up
glass.
and take an octopus from the fishy fence? Not a chance.
There's an
as Mehmet
octopus?
also installed 17 security cameras along the fence, complete with facial recognition
Bro, there's
technology.
eels also.
Keep
What the
his
fuck?
1,000 most
Yeah,
prized
because the
possessions
security
safe.
camera is gonna stop something. That is cool. It looks
Watch our
better at night.
nature playlist for
Okay, guys, that was the 15 amazing home aquariums and fish tanks. We really hope you enjoyed the video. You know, very entertaining fish tanks and that. Armand will be back soon, like I said before. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and share so we can see you guys next time. And until then, enjoy.